Hey guys, good morning and welcome to Petrol. So today we are at the Goodwood Motor Circuit for the Autosolo. Ruby Rota's here, but the weather is absolutely foul. It's been raining since about 6 o'clock this morning. I think it's due to rain pretty much all day, but we should have a good day. I've already signed on, the car's been scrutineered, I've got my number, so what I'll do is sort of talk you through the day, try and film some of my runs. It should be a good giggle. There's some really interesting cars turning up, from Caterhams to little very lightweight classics there. We've got a nice Porsche Cayman over there, so I'll try and talk about some of the cars that are here as well. But today should be a good laugh, if nothing else, especially if you've not done or seen an Autosolo before. I've not done one, it's my first time. So let's see all about Autosoloing. Should be a good day. Okay, driver briefing done. We're going to go and walk the course. So it's very wet. So the first, we basically there's 2 courses in the morning, basically a course, then you do the reverse. You get 3 runs per course, and the best 2 times of your 3 runs counts. So let's just have a quick walk of the course. Well, the sun's come out. This is Goodwood. We live in an area that the locals around here call it God's Golden Acre, because the weather's always good. So hopefully it stays like this. Should dry up a bit. I've been having a debate with a few of the guys as to whether front wheel drive or rear wheel drive is what we want, and I don't know, it's a kind of mixed bag, but I think I'm going to have quite a good chance in Ruby. The course is pretty tight and twisty, but the first thing you do in an Autosolo, which is really cool, because there's different groups. While one group's doing the Autosolo, other groups will rest, and I am, as you can tell from my high-vis jacket, going to go on Marshall. So we help the Marshals. There's like all of these motorsport events, these events only run because of the volunteering of Marshals. So we're going to go and support the Marshals, looking out for people doing penalties and stuff. So hopefully I might be able to get a little bit of video while we're doing that as well. So we are pretty much ready to go. I'm on post. I've managed to bag the Chief Marshal on my post. I've even been given a walkie-talkie, which is pretty cool. So I've got to basically look out for infringement, so clipping cones. Because the grass is so wet today, if you put wheels on the grass, you're going to get penalties. But we're pretty much ready to go. We've got all the post Marshal radioing in to say we're ready to go. First car through looks like a nice old 3 Series BMW. There's a right mix of stuff coming through today.
That's your domain.
All clear. Oh, that's tight, that is.
That is tight. Anyway, we're clear enough.
Well, that was a whole bunch of fun. So we just marshalled the first group, and it was really good for me to actually watch other cars go through, and it does seem that the trick isn't to go guns blazing, balls out. It's to basically take your time, because the guys who pushed on a bit, it's quite tricky and tight, so if you go on too quick, sometimes you can struggle to get through gate. So we are getting ready for run number 1. I've warmed the car up. We're just going to wait for our batch to be called, and then we're out on track. So what I'm going to do is, you get 3 runs, so I'm going to just use the first run as a sighting lap and get a banker in effectively, and then just see if I can push it a little bit on the second and the third. And what I'll probably do is I'll film maybe the second or the third one, because the first one I just want to concentrate on getting it right. But yeah, some quite interesting cars. That Cayman next to me, I didn't realise it was a Cayman R. Very, very cool. Yeah. So we've done 1 run, guys. So this is my first, my sort of second, and then I've got 3rd run. So I reckon I'm probably off in a moment. Here we go. That was a goodie. This is just such good fun. I'm shaking, look.
Are you?
Yeah.
Oh, God, that was a lot quicker than last time.
Was it? Wow. Oh, that was wicked. Wow. So you've got to do auto-soloing. It's the coolest thing ever. So I'm only in first and second gear. I'm actually getting wheel spin all the way through first and second gear. I think I go up into second twice. I am absolutely buzzing with adrenaline. This is just the coolest thing I've ever done. Right then, final run of this circuit, or this course. This is just, oh, you can't have more fun than this with your clothes on. Let's just try and keep the wheel spin down to a little bit less, I think. Here we go. Thank you very much. Oh, you beauty. 68, 72, 68. Absolutely bob on. I'm just learning so much more about where I can go quick. That's really, I'm dead chuffed with that. It's 10 seconds difference between my first run and my last run. Oh dear me, that's wicked. That is properly wicked. Oh. So we've now got, there'll be a change of course. We basically run that course in the reverse direction 3 times. And then there's all the courses for this morning. And then this afternoon, completely different course, and we run that 3 times in each direction. Run 2 started, and we're back on the Marshals post. I'm back with the Chief Marshal again. So we've got to do this marshalling, then I'm on track for my reverse run of course 1. So let's see how these guys do. Okay, so Cayman R, he's giving it the berries. Sounds good though. Right, here we go. Run 3, course 2.
pretty good. You're getting the hang of this now.
I'm getting there.
65, 65.
Oh, yes! Come on, 65.
Well, that's it. See?
Done.
Yeah.
I'm happy with those two.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Yes! 65.6. Come on! 65.6.
65?
Yeah.
Bastard. Yeah, but that's 67.
Yeah, that's not good.
So what for 65?
So this I'm on. You're probably on YouTube now. This is my nemesis.
67.4 and 66.1.
So you're 6 seconds ahead of me though. So
Yeah.
you've got quite a lot.
I've got loads in the bag.
to get. Yeah. I'm getting faster though.
You're still grinning.
I'm still grinning.
Even when you come second.
Yeah. So, oh man. So they are two. I'm dead chuffed with those. That is wicked. So he's my nemesis. That he's done loads. When I got here this morning, he was giving me some really interesting, very, very good tips. So clearly I've been listening to them, but we're getting faster and faster. Bring on run 3. So we've had lunch, we've walked the course, so the new, or if you like, course 3. We're about to go out. Unfortunately though, it's just chucked it down with rain, so the track's going to be wet again. It's stopped raining, but I can still have the roof down, but the tarmac's going to be quite wet. So let's see how we get on. Well, so I've had my first run of this new layout and I hit a cone, which isn't good. I'm not quite sure where. So I've now basically, that's 5 seconds to my time. So I've now got my 2 remaining runs and I've got to make the most of these. It's a much, much quicker circuit. They've taken out the roundabout around the chicane. So we will see how we get on, but much quicker. Is that a clear one? Not sure if that was clear or not. Oh?
Pardon?
Was that clear?
Yes.
Oh.
So, sorry, I've got the wrong one.
64.4 clear.
I put it in the wrong column.
It's alright. 64.4 clear. So I did a 64.3 with a cone, 64.4 clear. That was pretty quick, to be honest. Pretty quick. It's so damp out there now this rain's come. Kind of scrabbling for grip. I'm not quite sure whether to be in first or second. I'm just banging it off the rev limiter in first and just praying for a bit of traction really. There's a couple of really tight corners, so we just need to have a play with those. But I need to pull something out the bag. This last run needs to be a good one, and it definitely needs to be clear. Whew. This is good fun. As you can tell by the hood, it started to rain again. Got myself a coffee to warm up. So I'm just walking out to walk the final run. So this is basically run 3 but in the opposite direction. The afternoon course much quicker than this morning, about sort of 3-4 seconds quicker. So it's a bit more fast and flowing. It's a shame because it was drying out, but I think this rain's basically going to make it slippy again. I found the first run of run 3 really slippy. I got so used to the sort of drying track, but so far so good. Ruby's doing really well. I think she's a brilliant car for auto-soloing. I'm in a battle for winning my group, I think. Still, the guy who's winning the group in a silver MX-5, he's just very good. You kind of watch him. I watched him on the last run. He's just really smooth. It's a bit like Top Gear, you know, the star in a reasonably priced car. It's the guys that look slow that are quick. It's very smooth, doesn't waste any energy wheel spinning or anything like that, and that's what I need to do in this one. But I'm so far behind him that I'm not so sure. I can only do my best. If I was to win, the only way I'm going to win is if he makes a mistake. So and you've got 2 timed 2 out of 3, so he'd need to make a mistake in 2 runs, which I just don't think he's going to do. So if I could get in the top 3 in my group, because it's the biggest group today, I'll be really chuffed, especially considering it's my first ever time doing an Autosolo. So let's go and walk the course. You're joking?
All right, though.
I'll get another go.
Yeah.
Okay. I would have nailed that one as well.
Just don't tell her.
I nailed that one and they didn't press the stopwatch. Oh dear. Okay, should we try that again?
Try again.
So this is run 3, well 4 of course 4. Did you start it this time?
I did. I'm going to add 10 seconds on that.
What at a time? Did I get below 60? That's all. I nailed that one too, so that's all right. Or is it clean though? Yes! Yes! 58.8. Come on! Woo! Get in! I'm dead chuffed with that.
Big thank you for you all for coming. It's been a really fun day. I hope you've all enjoyed it. We certainly have. It's really lovely to see so many new people as well. And girls as well, lovely to have you. So yeah, thank you. Big thank you to all the Marshals as well. We'll start off with Class A. So Class A, the winner was Douglas Mancini in his Congratulations. In Class B was Peter Miles in his MG Midget. Class D was John Austin in his Nissan Micra. Oh, someone started it, Douglas started it. Class E is Andy. And in Class F, it's Gavin Thorpe in his Nissan 300. Now, overall, he has been extremely happy today because he's normally just pipped to the post by by Peter in his caterer normally. But our overall winner of the day is Andy.
Okay guys, so that is the end of today, and I've had such a giggle. It's been amazing. Massive thank you to all the guys here at Goodwood. So this was a GRRC members meeting, but all of the marshals do this voluntarily, and these events just couldn't work without those guys, so a massive thank you to them. So really interesting. So I was in the biggest class, never done an Autosolo before, so I am massively chuffed. I was second in my class, which was really good. I think it was 12 cars in my class. But the really cool thing is I was 4th overall, which is brilliant. And I had the fastest run for about 15 seconds. So I had the fastest run, and then a guy in that beautiful Cayman R came in and bloody beat me by 0.2 of a second. So, but I'll take that. So second in my class, 4th overall, second fastest time of the day for my first ever Autosolo. I'll have that. So anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this film. I've absolutely had a blast. If you have done so, please give me a thumbs up. Comments below are always welcome, and if you haven't done so already, please subscribe to Petrol Ped for plenty more content to come. So from the Jackie Stewart Pavilion here at Goodwood Motor Circuit, I'm going to sign off. You take care guys, drive safe. This car doesn't have a kind of mechanical limited slip diff. It's got something called brake assisted torque vectoring, which just sounds wicked. But whatever it does, it's Harry Potter witchcraft.